everybody, welcome back to RC Camping and Crawling. We're on top of this mountain on this extremely windy morning to test out the Vertex-6. It's a beautiful morning. You see the airport down there, lights blinking. It's very windy though. The point of today's video is I want to put this thing to its paces. I want to see just how far it can go on one battery. So I have a Strava app. I'll tell you how far we've gone. So far we've gone about 400 meters, plus a bunch of vertical, kind of from down there-ish up to here. So let's pop the cover off and I'll show you what battery I'm using. Okay, so we're using a Gen's Ace Adventure. It's a 3600 mAh battery. There's kind of all the specs on it. I'm going to leave this truck on the whole time and we'll just start driving. So what we're going to do, we're going to kind of go along this road here. I'm going to get a mixture of action camera. It's not a GoPro. It's a cheaper GoPro, but an action camera footage along here and some footage from the actual camera. We'll kind of go up the top and I'm just going to keep driving this thing around until it dies. So there won't be a ton of me talking in this video. Thankfully, it's probably too windy for that anyways. As you can tell, my gimbals have a hard time staying straight up and down here. But yeah, enough of yapping. I'll get some cool shots now, drive this thing around and see how long it lasts. I'll have a Strava app going at the bottom corner of the screen so you can see the distance. And yeah, we'll get after it. Crawling. So yeah, we've so far driven this thing from that kind of peak right there-ish up to here. So I'll check the distance, you'll see it on the bottom of the screen. Obviously this battery is going to last a long time, so I think what I'll do is just get some action camera footage now. And I'll have to put it in fast forward probably, and whenever scenery looks epic, I'll cut back to the main camera. Then I go from there, but I better just use the action camera now and just get some distance in this thing. We are just at 1.5 kilometers, so we will continue on. Kilometer 1.6. We started kind of up there, over that hill, we're going all the way this way. So I actually don't have a voltage meter, so I have no idea how much life we have left in the tank, so to speak. Onward we go. sit rep, we are now at 2.44 kilometers. Like I said, I don't have a battery reading, but it's still going. We're at about just about an hour of driving, just over an hour. And I think what I'll do is I'll kind of go this way. It's called Sage. That should take us around and hopefully another K or so. So yeah, maybe get another 5K, not another 5K, 5K total. So yeah, we'll get back to it. Okay, so we've made it back to the starting place. We've gone 3.38 kilometers. Still no sign of battery dying. What I do want to do though is now do some rock crawling with what I assume is a low-ish battery. So we'll go up the challenge line like I always do, just down here. But we're going to try it just with onboard footage instead of my usual cinematic footage with my real camera. We'll just see how that goes with the onboard and see how epic it looks. So like always, we'll jump back into the action cam and go from there. Well, hopefully that footage looked epic. I'm gonna see, so I've gone up and down once. Why don't I just keep going, climbing up, trying to climb down, and maybe I'll take the easy way down because that was quite challenging. But I'll keep climbing up, coming down, doing loops, and see how much time I can get left out of this with some real load on the engine going up this hill. So back to the onboard cam. That was a crazy tumble. So from way up there, you know, I'm sure you saw that on the onboard footage. That was probably pretty nuts, but have a look at this thing for damage. Looks like it's good, right? There's no broken links. That all looks okay. Steering servo's fine. Shocks seem to be mounted up still. I think the action camera on top here took most of that impact. I can see some good scrapes there, but the shell actually held together. I was worried the shell would break. We got some little marks on it, but all in all, it still seems okay. Check underneath here. Yeah, no, I don't see anything broken. So, and I know you could have a harder tumble than that, but that's a pretty hard tumble for an RC car. Yeah, like you wouldn't really, like there's even a cliff at the end here it fell off of. You can see that. Just notice this new damage here. This thing's awesome. So we're an hour and 25 minutes, 3.43 kilometers. I started to hear what I think was the electronic control module make some funny noises towards the top of the climb there, so I'm a little worried it's starting to run low on juice, and I don't actually want to hit low voltage cutoff. But what I'm going to do now is I'll keep Strava on, and I'm going to take the trail back down to the vehicle. This is a nice easy trail, and we'll see what the total kilometers is. But I mean, so far you can walk for like 3.5 kilometers. You can go up and down that really steep, challenging section a ton of times and still have juice left. So I think the weight of this thing being only 12.5 pounds and that high efficiency brushless, like the batteries just seem to, it's got way more range than I thought it would have, that's for sure. So anyways, I'm gonna jump back onto the GoPro footage, or the action cam footage I should say, go on the trail here and hopefully can make it back to the vehicle. It would be incredible timing if it hit low voltage on the way back, but can't plan that. We are gonna see what happens. will say, walking back here, is one thing I found slightly frustrating with this is the Underdrive selection button. You keep forgetting what mode you're in. So, you know, unless you're actually watching your tire, it's impossible to tell just from a push button if you're in underdrive or regular drive. So kind of the one annoying thing I found with this vehicle, which is just such a small thing. I mean, if you had another controller, you could put it on more like a toggle switch or something, then you'd know what gear you're in or what underdrive you're in. Very minor, very minor. But yeah, it's also Metal Gears. It's quite noisy, right, as you can hear now. I mean, that's fine, it's part of Metal Gears, but it is a bit noisy. So if you're going for a walk with somebody who doesn't have an RC car, they will probably be very annoyed with you. But if you're going for a walk with somebody with an RC car, they'll probably love it. Anyways, back to the dash cam footage here. Alright guys, we're an hour and a half and 3.7k. So if you want to go for a walk for 3.7k with this thing, you'll definitely make it. It's got lots of life in it, tons of fun. If you enjoyed watching that video, please give me a like and subscribe. Want to see more of these silly adventures in the future. And until then, thanks so much for watching and happy RCing.